was something that was recommended to me by the chiropractor, because they knew that I'd been having some issues with regards to pain, how I was feeling mentally. So I was on mental health issues as well. And, just dealing with illness day to day. They were like, oh, maybe you need that sort of sense of community. So that's why I joined. I thought actually it may be good to meet people who are of a similar group or feeling similar to me, because obviously I think the chronic illness journey is very lonely. And I definitely, from my experience, felt that. So being able to speak to others who have felt the same, I met people from all over, the county, from different backgrounds, different ages, is from every walk of life, really. So it's been really good to sort of integrate myself and have that sort of looking forward to every week or fortnightly to be able to speak to someone, and but also learn new things of how to cope with pain as well. So on a personal level, it's been a really beneficial endeavour for me, I think. I'm really thankful for the NHS for suggesting it to me, because I was a bit reluctant, just because, even though I wanted that community and being with others, there's also as well, I was a little bit worried about oversharing and being a burden on people and things like that. But I think that's because I just felt that in my personal life as well. So for me, on a personal level, after I've come from the sessions, I felt really good. So I felt, positive that, I've learned something new each session. Kath and Deborah have been really, really good, providing information and talking to all of us equally. So there's no discrepancies or anything between anyone. We're all treated really equal, which I like. But there's also a level of empathy and compassion as well, which I really appreciate from personal perspective. Because obviously I feel like, especially hidden disabilities, I've got quite a few conditions, people tend to judge me based on how I look on the outside. And I don't like looking ill. I've never liked looking ill. I always, it'll take me forever to get out of bed because I'm in pain. But I'll put makeup on, put a bit of a mask on and a brave face, and just, go, oh yeah, I'm okay. But, it's sort of coming to that sort of realization after this sort of thing of everyone does that to a certain degree where they mask how they feel. But it's actually okay to be vulnerable, and even though many people will understand, there is actually quite a lot of people who will empathise and be compassionate towards you as well. So yeah, so I've had that sort of feeling integrated, feeling heard, but also feeling like I'm helping others as well. So in the sessions, they're confidential, so nothing goes out of the room. And we all respect each other. No one will talk about other people. It's just what's in the room stays in the room. And so it feels a very safe environment, which I like. And for me as well, I think when I'm able to then maybe I've come across something of oh, I've had this actually, that's really helped me. And then I've been able to provide some advice or personal perspective on something, backed up by, what Kath and Debbie are talking about as well. It's been really beneficial for the other person as well to hear from other people's perspective along with myself. So there's that sense of feeling helped, but also feeling helpful. So there's a two-way exchange, which is really nice. So definitely things like healthy eating, better sleep. I suffer with insomnia, so I don't sleep very well quite often. So things like better sleep and sleep hygiene, doing things not having electronics before beds, more of a, maybe shower in the night, exercise, having a banana before bed, which I didn't even know was a thing that you could do, but, which would be helpful, but, things like that. So, so things like bed sleep, be healthy eating, also having to communicate with family, your feelings, in a healthy way, especially if you're feeling like a burden or you're scared to make them worry or their reactions. There was a very good discussion and sort of, open discussion amongst us all about how we would approach family members and how we could help them sort of not understand, because obviously they may not be going through what we're going through, but to at least help them look at our perspective in a bit more of a open-minded way, and compassionate way, and then approaching the subject more sensitively. So I really appreciated that as well. And also as well, I think the fact that I've actually made friends. So the fact I made friends, not just in the session, and then when we've come out the session, it's just go home to our lives and everything. It's like, no, we actually want to be there for each other, meet up for coffees, meet up and check in on how each other's doing. There's a friendship that's built, which I think is really nice. And, and I've made friends with people of all different ages, which is really, really nice. But also as well, if someone voices like a concern or a problem they've got, or they're feeling really bad, we'll jump to their support. And I think that's a really beautiful thing to witness. So yeah, for me, that is the things I'll take away mainly, and just how I'm thankful that this is a free service as well. Like, I'm just so happy for the NHS and, that this is available. I feel very lucky in that regard. But yeah, so I'm really pleased. Definitely would recommend Wise to friends and family, even strangers. I'd be like, if you're ill, go and see Wise. But joking aside, no, I definitely would. I think if you're looking for sort of like a sense of kinship and camaraderie, that you're not in this alone, perfect for that.